Man, everybody keep talking about this pay-per-view and the numbers. How many times do I gotta tell y'all, they go through this every year there's a Mayweather fight. They always talk about how the numbers ain't gonna do well unless it's Miguel Cotto. And it's sad because you know it's coming and you people still fall for the banana in the tailpipe. Dan Raphael, a top-ranked HBO homer. Kevin Lyotte, a top-ranked HBO homer. I mean, what more did you expect to hear from them? Now, who are they sources? And this is what I mean by y'all got to hold these people accountable for what they say and what comes out of their mouth. Go to them and say, who told you? Because the promoters don't even know what the numbers is by what, Tuesday? It's been 3 days. Like I was telling y'all then. It was 3 days. They still don't know the numbers. Now they have a bit of an idea because some of the numbers are coming in, which will lead to the idea like, okay, all right, we can guesstimate where we're going to end off. I told you the order in which this thing works. You have different outlet. You have all of it is on in demand, but you have DirecTV. You have Dish that distributes it. You have Time Warner, that distributes it as well. Everybody's getting a piece of the pie. So you gotta wait and see how in demand handles the numbers. I made this video years ago. And people are still confused on how buy rates and numbers go. And it shocks me. Anybody tells you they're hearing whispers that pay-per-view numbers on Tuesday that the event didn't do well, where's the source of their information? Who did you hear that from? I want to know. The movie theaters packed. And that's just where I was at. More and more people are knowing that when Mayweather fights, the movie theaters are going to show the fight. The Shane Mosley fight was one of the first times it was done. And people were not aware that Floyd Mayweather was going to basically be fighting Shane Mosley. Even though they saw the preview at the show, they thought it was just promoting it on cable. They had no idea really that the fight was going to be at the movie theaters. Now, since he's fought Victor Ortiz in the movie theaters, he's fought Miguel Cotto in the movie theaters, people know now when Mayweather fights, it will be shown and displayed in the movie theaters. This was the highest number turnout they've had, bigger than the Miguel Cotto, is in the movie theaters. And if you want to check, go to Fathom Events. If you know the people, that's who sponsored the movie theater, Fathom Events, which work with Regal, which I know a lot about. Now, there you have sources of information that's been distributed. Unlike these other crazies that come out here and you think they must do this for a living. You know, they need this job. The ESPN job, it matters to them. So if ESPN says this is where the direction we're going, they're not going to say no. They're just going to follow suit. Whatever the agenda fits, that's which direction is going to pull them. And ESPN is highly aligned with HBO, who's going to take every little bitter road they can to try to pick at Floyd Mayweather. So, the only thing that most people might be shocked at is the fact that Robert the Ghost Guerrero didn't do well, I guess, or he didn't really have a lot of care from the Hispanic markets, and people want to know why that is. And I told you again earlier in my videos, Robert Guerrero did not speak a lot of Spanish. Okay. I think his Spanish is very limited, and he doesn't speak it a lot in public. And he comes off, and the Hispanics that I know that even watch the fight calls him Güero. So a lot of people didn't resonate with him. They resonated more towards his father more than him. And that's the way the promotion was pretty much pushed. The general public loved Robert Guerrero. So that's something to put in your mental box. But now, where does this go for Robert Guerrero? Will he fight a Victor Ortiz? I don't know. And man, I'm trying to think. Who could be next for him? Rematch with Andre Berto? That could be in the cards, or Victor Ortiz. And him and Victor Ortiz got bad blood, for those who don't know. You know, he said some very unfavorable things about Victor Ortiz not having heart, being in awe of Floyd Mayweather and afraid of him and intimidated. He said a lot of bad things. Like, I'm a way better fighter than Victor Ortiz. And Victor Ortiz took offense to it, because he never felt a certain way about Robert Guerrero at all until this fight. And he's basically saying Robert Guerrero is a piece of shit. That's what his exact words was. He's like, he doesn't like him or Floyd Mayweather. He can't stand him. It's like he wasn't intimidated. He came out there and fought a better fight than Robert Guerrero. So, hey, and like she said, if I go down, I go down on my mantle, but I'm not going to sit there and do nothing like Robert Guerrero. So, hey, you can take it for how you want to take it. But that's what it is right now. I answered 2 of your questions, and you guys got some Al Heyman questions out there. Here's the situation. Danny Garcia, I talked to Sam Watson, and he confirmed they do have Lucas Matthysse, but would not answer me back when I asked him, was he willing to put him in the ring with Danny Garcia. It was numb, no words, no nothing about the situation. So, I don't know about this tournament, fellas, if Lucas Matthysse is the win. Like, he'll be fighting Danny Garcia next. I just don't know how much of a reality that is. Not at this point. Well, they'll deal with the situation when it comes to a head, but one thing at a time, I guess. Alright. I got a lot of y'all responses. A lot of y'all want me to tell Bob Arum a lot of different things, and I did that, and I think I covered it enough. We'll chat later.